Welcome back, everyone. So in today's video, what we're going to do is try and go through three of the common mistakes that people make when they're using ChatGPT and trying to integrate content into their marketing plan and strategy. So with this, what we're going to do is pretty much show you straight off the bat here what most people end up typing in. I have it already typed in here if you can see it at the top of the screen. So most people say, give me 10 Instagram posts for personal trainer businesses, and it spits out pretty much very basic kind of idea. So again, here the key thing to remember here is with AI, it's going to need context. Context is the key thing here for any AI language model, basically, to understand what you're wanting to do, and this will develop over time. So what I want to do is bring you to this post here. This is a prompt template that I have. So your prompt template needs to kind of break down a general prompt. So what it is, you need to have a goal. You need to obviously provide it with context of what you're actually trying to do. You also want to make sure it gives it a return format. So again, what's the actual information it's going to give you back? Again, warnings and checks, and deliverables and assignment. I had this actually built out. This one here was to it helps me create prompts on specific topics and stuff like that. So again, I have a prompt to help me create a prompt, which I just find it super easy to kind of, without having to kind of rewrite everything constantly here. So with that, I got pretty much this here, a breakdown of for Instagram posts. So again, generate high engagement Instagram content ideas for my business. So what we're going to do here is I have it copied already. I'm going to just paste it in. There is some elements you have to fill in here. So your name, your personal trainer, whatever the industry is. As I mentioned, this is focused just on a personal trainer at the moment. And again, we just hit enter and let AI do its magic. So from here, it allows us to kind of start getting a structure of the type of content we can start creating. So straight away, we have the very first post is just a reel. It's a 3 a.m. parent workout hack. So no time to work out. Try this 10-minute hack for busy mornings. Now again, fair enough. The title mightn't be 100% right. No one wants to be getting up at 3 a.m. to do as a parent to do a workout. But look, unless maybe you're up with a newborn and you're potentially interacting and looking for a workout in between. But as I said, it gives you a hook, a headline, visual content. It gives you an idea of what the post is about. Obviously, it has a call to action. And again, we go on to carousels. You have your fitness myths. The key thing here, the difference between the two of them straight away. However, the layout may be very similar between the two of them. This is very generic. Basically, it's casting a wide net, trying to catch everyone. This is obviously straight away is focused at parents, busy parents, solo entrepreneurs kind of thing. People who are working, small business owners, busy parents. So it already has a little bit of context of who it's targeting. Now, again, these could be your ideal target audience. Now you have a post that's completely targeted towards the right audience and not just like throwing it out there and hopefully trying to get it to land. That's okay. So now that we're on to mistake number two, pretty much is people tend to create your content like I just mentioned above here, and they just go and post it. However, as I mentioned and I keep harping on about, is context. So the next stage is pretty much a funnel. A funnel is going to be a great resource for you to have to pretty much get an understanding of where your content fits and how you can actually target it towards the right people. So I can't emphasize this enough for people. So again, we just go to ChatGPT. So we want to focus on the next stage, which is going to be building a marketing funnel. I just put in these are what we have to offer as a personal trainer. Offer one-to-one classes online and in the gym. We offer a fitness group on Facebook. It's a free and a paid section. Offer ready-made meal plans and offer specific fitness plans to do on your own, basically at home. So I need a breakdown of the marketing funnel and the touch points here for this in relation to obviously the training. So again, here we have straight away it spits out information here for us, what we want. So stage one is awareness, the top of the funnel. This is going to be content that's going to help you kind of grow your channels, all your channels. And again, what we want to do is we want to give as much as we can here in this scenario. We don't want to be salesy in just obviously the top of the funnel. I see so many businesses do this online. They focus heavily on sales straight away. And what happens is, as the first person to see it looks at it and is thinking, okay, look, I want to avoid it. There's no interest for me. I'm not paying for something that I don't really know about yet. So we have the touch points. We have an Instagram Reels, TikTok, Facebook page, our free lead magnet, and blog articles. So again, look, very straightforward of how it's done. We have a simple call to action that's used within this touch point, again, which is obviously anything we are offering for free. We could download a free 10-minute workout, and again, it's going to make someone that downloads it, and obviously if they have a good relationship or good feedback with it, it will lead them on to the next stages and potentially get them into a paid plan of some sort. So again, we move on. We go into the interest stage. Again, you can have it here. So you join a free group. Again, you can start to see the flow now of people coming into your overall system and into your funnel. Without, as I said, the funnel, you're just kind of throwing content out there and hoping it hits a specific person at a certain stage. So again, here we have touch points. We have the free group. We have the free 7-day mini email challenge. We have Instagram stories behind the scenes. Again, if we're looking at Instagram stories, more than likely the people who are going to see this, obviously through stories, are the people that follow you on stories or follow you on Instagram. They've already come in through this stage. Now we're targeting them again through stories. It's a bit more personal again, and obviously, it potentially pushes them on to the next stage. So again, we build trust, consideration stage. We build trust and show our solutions. Our call to action here then is pretty much not sure what's right for you. DM a plan and you'll get a personal guide to you personally sent out. Again, this can be automated with a simple process like with ManyChat on Instagram. Then we go into stage 4, which is conversion. And this is pretty much where we're going to start converting all this work into actually paid clients. So you can see here, turn warm leads into paying clients. Our touch points here are book a one-to-one session. So you can have a free consult and low-cost intro, paid digital products, private DMs, retargeting ads, obviously if you can afford it, and flash offers again. Pushes them from the stage 3 into stage 4 very quickly. And if they have good feed, if they have good relationship with you throughout the stages above, they're very quick to convert. So the next one pretty much is retention referral, and this is kind of a big enough one, and this is why sometimes I would consider a marketing funnel to be a bit more like a flywheel. You want to keep the clients in there. So here we want to keep clients engaged and turn them into promoters of our services. So as I said, word of mouth is much better than the likes of having group or having ads and things like that. So this is something we really want to be trying to push. So again, you have your weekly check-ins, you have a member-only challenge inside the paid group, a bit more personal again, referral program again. So if you refer someone for a plan, you might get a free plan or some sort of free service here. Monthly shout-outs or badges in the group. You could also do monthly shout-outs on your socials if everything is going good. You have Instagram highlights and obviously feedback, testimonials, things like that will help you push people from, again, that up here in consideration interest stage into conversion again. And now what's happening is your own clients are actually doing that for you without necessarily you having to put much effort and work in behind it. So look, that's pretty much the funnel, the importance of the funnel. Now this is all going to start to tie in, I think, as soon as we really start to get a clear understanding of this. So what I would do now is, based on, we'll type it in here quickly and see. So based on the funnel above and the outline, content outline, have create the Insta posts that target the marketing funnel. So now what we want to do is we wanted to use pretty much the funnel we've done above and the content we originally done and start to construct our content now for the whatever the week stage. And what we really want to do here now is to start getting a bit more pinpoint with our content. Again, you can see straight away from the very first prompt that I put into this, that was what most people are doing, how quickly we have kind of started to progress now to a bit more in-depth kind of approach here. So we have an awareness stage again. Now we know this is the type of content that we're targeting for awareness stage. So again, it's very simple. You don't see any sales stuff in there saying pay 29 or pay 30 euros a month to get it. We're looking to build awareness. We're looking to build up a bit of authority in the space. Again, we go through the interest stage, and again, a lot more focused content here now. And I'm not going to go through all the stages, but now you can see, like, even here we go to conversion. Want results without PT prices. Here's the solution. So again, this could be a screen share of someone that you've done work with, or as I said, down here is the same thing. And shout out to Lisa, for example, for hitting the 30-day streak. Again, you're promoting obviously Lisa in this case, and she's more than likely going to talk good about it if it's good feeling, a good service she's had. And pretty much what happens now is people are going to start engaging and interacting with this, and again, focusing on it. And how quickly we can then convert this is simple enough. What has it, 5 or 6 posts targeting your funnel? We can create this and put it into a full monthly calendar, drag it over to Google Sheets, and now straight away we have something to work from. And again, there's a process to it. So the last and final mistake is going to help kind of tie all this in to get a clear understanding of the overall market, and this is going to focus more on research. So we're going to jump straight over to that now. Right, straight on to mistake number 3. The structure of these mistakes, I suppose, when you're looking back on the video, I would advise you to go work from 3 to 2 to 1. The reason I did a mistake 1, 2, and 3 as is because it felt that mistake number 1 is obviously much easier for people to rectify and work your way up to the main problem, the mistake number 3. So, when most industries here, people what end up doing is they post content, but they don't actually have an idea of obviously what we talked about, the general content, the funnel, a bit more information of what's happening in the market in general. So this is where AI can jump in again here massively and give you a great advantage as well over. So this process here takes a bit longer, so it takes roughly 5 to 10 minutes to generate the research document. But all I've done here is I've asked it to research the personal fitness industry in Ireland, focus on busy parents and small business owners, need market information and growth competitors, identify potential pain points associated with the target audience. Again, the likes of this here will help massively for you when you're creating your personas. Again, another vitally important document to have when you're going into actually create your content. So obviously we've got asked a few more questions here. Again, for AI to get a bit more context to the whole lot of it, we gave it a bit more information here again, and what happens then is it goes through it. So it took 13 minutes to do this. It went through 34 sources, personal fitness industry in Ireland, focus on busy parents. So market growth and recent trends. It goes through obviously about after post-pandemic rebound in the fitness industry, hybrid and digital. It gives you information on between obviously in-person and digital side of the gym aspect, wellness and shorter workouts, broadening focus on holistic wellness and mental health alongside physical fitness. So there's an opportunity there potentially for your content maybe to stand out a little bit differently. Many business adults are seeking stress relief, energy, and overall well-being from exercise, not just the aesthetic goals. So that's an interesting one straight away, I would imagine, for fitness industry people, because a lot of posts can be aimed at, lose X amount of pounds by here, have this body by then, but seems to be the trend is moving a little bit maybe away from that and focusing a lot on overall health and wellness. So it could be something you could tap into as a personal trainer. Time efficiency. So again, they're looking for short workouts. So you don't want a 1 hour workout session. They want high impact, high intensity, and obviously high results, but in the shortest period of time. That feeds into everything. People want things now, and it's as simple and straightforward as that. So what else have we got? We have community and group support. Trend is the use of community for motivation. That was a big one, obviously, and obviously with lockdown that did burst onto the scenes even more because of the group scenario kind of thing. So it goes into a bit more then of obviously key competitors and service offerings. So one-to-one personal coaching, trainer that offer one-to-one. For example, this person, Larry Dial Coaching, runs the affiliate and online membership program delivering customized monthly workout plans, sport for under $1 or under €1 a day. So it goes into information on, gives you the links to what he does. So again, I don't know who this person is, but again, it gives you information on what they are all about. Tailored plans. Another person here is in Wexford, provides 4 to 12. So again, we can click on that to see how impact they are here. And again, it gives you a lot of information again on what to do. Now, one thing to really remember here, and I think it's something that could potentially help you, if you're not being referenced here, or if you do this to try and reverse engineer how maybe you stand in comparison to the market and you're not being referenced, chances are you haven't got much of a digital presence. So I would recommend to try and start getting some stuff on your website as targeting potential keywords like so this document. So it gives you information again there. Online fitness communities, Pharmaco and Fitness often on Facebook play a big role, again giving you another understanding of what it is. Platforms also seen in Drive.ie on online fitness. Derval O'Rourke has a growing subscriber. So again, community-based thing is a big thing. You can see there's monthly fees that people are charging for communities. So I'm not going to go through the entire document, but look, it gives you a massive idea of what it is. So this is probably an important one. Pain points for target audience. Time constraints is a massive one. So 32% of parents meet the recommended physical activity guidelines, far lower than the general population. So again, this needs to be obviously increased. Family and childcare is obviously a big factor for busy parents, obviously, to go to the gyms, do workouts. So again, plans built around potentially family. Could you build something into that kids could get involved? Again, helping busy parents get healthier as well. What else have we got? Obviously, inconsistency in routine. Nutritional meal planning, again, is going to help massively towards what in this scenario is our target audience. And pretty much it goes through the entire lot of it. It gives you that, and from this piece of document we can obviously interact with it. So we can ask it, if we're looking for, key stats, key pain points. So what are the key pain points in bullet format? And I just do this every so often just to kind of get an idea of quickly. I don't want anything major. So look, it's simple enough. Time constraints is the big one. Childcare and family responsibilities, fatigue and work stress. Now you can potentially construct your content again with this in mind and start targeting these more. So like if you're a time constraint problem with as a parent and that you're trying to do workouts, if you see posts online that's targeting this, straight away you're hitting that target audience perfectly. And you're not just throwing out something dramatic. Go to the gym 5 days a week, 6 o'clock in the morning. You will have what you want. Put in the effort. Some people mightn't be able to do it, and as I said, you have a clear idea that this is potentially a major pain point in the entire industry, not just obviously for your target audience, but it could be in the entire industry. So look, we're going to leave it there. Again, they're the 3 simple mistakes. This is probably a long enough video now at this stage, but as I said, I'm trying to kind of cover it as much as we can. And all prompts, what I'll do is let me know in the comments if you're interested in the prompts. I'll try and share them, or I'll try and get them out there somewhere that you can download it. Just probably if you got to this far in the video, thanks very much. I will be opening up a marketing group. It's going to be a free marketing group where I'm going to put all the information on all prompts to use, different techniques you can use AI for. So again, make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, whatever, all the other channels, and keep up to date so I easily get you the links once it's ready to launch. So look, thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day.